What's up, Aries? Welcome to your June 2019 reading. This is going to be perfect for you, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. If the messages don't resonate, then please check out your other signs. And I'm apologizing that these are coming out so late, but I am definitely appreciating the fact that you guys are here with me now. So let's chat. I will say I feel so relieved, which I knew I would. Shuffling your cards, the energy felt a lot lighter this time around. Last time we spoke, things are feeling very heavy. Like I was instantly uncomfortable when I even started focusing on your energy before I turned on the camera. And as we saw, there was, shit going on. This time around, you guys are feeling a lot lighter in June. Now, as your spirit animal, you've got the Scorpion, which I'm cool with that. One thing about the Scorpion, as we know, is it runs around in isolation a lot. So you guys might be finding that you guys are alone a lot more these days. And actually, I think that's good for you because some of you guys have people in your space that are not quite right. Interesting. I kind of had a similar message to the sign of Leo. This feels a little bit different, but the same. You know what I mean? So I think it's really good that you guys are being in isolation. One thing that I do want you to be careful of this month and this time around, especially with Gemini, a lot of us we're all up in our heads. We're thinking all the things. We're kind of going back and forth in our thoughts, and that's understandable. But with that, the Scorpion, it tends to, let things fester. The Scorpion energy, think about Scorpios, they can hold grudges like no other. And it's the same thing with this. So, this is a really good time to release any anger, hurt, or anything that you need to release in order for you to move forward, right? It's not necessarily about the other people. It's about for your growth, for your overall growth. This is a good time to do that because, it can be a very resentful energy and it's not fun. And it's really hard to move forward and manifest great things from that standpoint. So again, I do like the fact that you guys are staying alone a lot. Also, I'm getting a message of Scorpion. We just had a Scorpion full moon last month, right? So it was like on the 18th of May. I think Spirit really wants you to look at the subtle changes that you guys have made since then. I feel like a lot of you guys, that moon was big for a lot of you. And it is big. I mean, Scorpio energy is big in itself. It covers the eighth house, right? That's all about sex and death and transformation, regeneration. Like it is intense energy. And for some of you guys, it feels like you may have made some types of vows or something, to yourself, or really did a ritual where you're writing things down, or just there was some clarity in some way that you guys were wanting to change and transform your life. And I feel like if you look around and you think about where you were a month from now, I think you guys can be pretty proud of yourself if you're looking at the subtle changes. Maybe things haven't changed overnight, but there's certain behaviors that I feel like you guys aren't sinking into, and letting take control of you. And I think that that's really good. So that Scorpion card made me think about that with you guys in terms of the Scorpio full moon that we experienced. Now, while we're still in this new moon energy of Gemini new moon, I think it's a really good time for you guys to get really clear on what it is you want. And I've been pretty much saying this as a message to all the signs this month. It feels like it's a really big deal. Gemini season, air season, very airy. Lots of thoughts, lots of intellectual conversation, lots of smarts, lots of technical things, right? They're ruled by Mercury. Getting very clear this month while we're in this new moon energy so that, we can hopefully by full moon, which will be in Sagittarius this month on the 17th, by the time that comes, we can kind of see some things flourish, right? So maybe making a list, checking it twice, meditating over it before you go to bed, and just really putting the best of intentions out there, right? Really doing the law of attraction things. I think that's going to benefit you guys. As your empowering questions card, you guys got, which was a great question. It says, what kinds of reoccurring situations or people do I attract? What kinds of lessons might they have about myself? Recurring. What kinds of recurring situations or people? So this is about, the cycles that we repeat that aren't necessarily the best for our overall growth. really kind of dissecting that down and getting clear on like, okay, if I keep running into the same type of problem, where does the problem lie? Probably with me. What am I doing that is attracting these people, these situations? What energy am I holding that is, allowing me to be in this space? Because we all have to take a responsibility to a certain point, right? So getting really clear on that, maybe in your times of isolation, getting clear on that too. And then that's good because I feel like it empowers you in a way where you don't have to get to this Scorpion place where the anger festers and you're ready to just cut a bitch, you know? So that's really good energy for you guys. Now, what I will say, we did talk about some people being around you that I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll see. We'll dissect that. But you guys at the bottom, unseen energy, you guys who have the Two of Cups, I love that. There is a chance for connection this month. That's really, really good. This is a very social time. People are out doing things. You guys have the Three of Cups too. That's a very social card. That's a very, I'm out with my girlfriends. I'm having a good time. We're chilling. What is it? So that's good for you guys too, because this energy actually invites some new beginnings. You have the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Cups. So I love that. You've got a lot of good in front of you. And again, that Scorpio full moon was major for some of you. And please, if you do remember, I'd be really curious to know because I know that is specifically for some Bote. Now, your cards on the spread, we start out with the Five of Wands, Three of Swords, Seven of Swords, Seven of Wands. So Five of Wands, there's chaos, there's confusion, there's disrespectful people, there's, people who just have time to be messy and start fights. It's disappointing, it's heartbreaking. These are people that you've been connected to. These are people that you shared real feelings and love for. These are people that you thought the highest good for. But I do see that you guys are standing your ground. And I feel like you guys are standing your ground in more effective ways these days. No shade, but I don't fuck with Aries when it comes to a fight. Like, I'm not trying to fight with the Aries because there comes a certain point where you guys are like, well, fuck it. I'm just going to be explosive. And I get it because it's like you get pushed to that point, right? But I feel like even with that, you guys are incorporating new tools in your life that you could be saying the same message to these same people who have been acting the same way. But for now, like, you guys are coming into a time where now they're going to start to hear you differently and realize like, this is not a game. I'm not sitting here playing this shit with you. I'm grown, don't have time. Ooh, Five of Wands, clarified by the Three of Swords again. So definitely there are people in your space who you feel like have wronged you, who have betrayed you, who have lied to you. These are people that you have cared for, loved to a certain degree, whether it's intimate, love, whether it's that friendly love, whether it's love for your family, love for whatever, love for humanity. These are people that you would literally bleed for. These are people who are coming into your space and trying to fuck shit up, manipulating. Now, the Magician is really a powerful card of being able to manifest all the things that we want to manifest, right? But the flip side of the Magician, especially being clarified or clarifying the Three of Swords, you had some tricksters. You had some tricksters around you. And I feel like you guys are realizing that. That's why you're in the Scorpio energy where you're like, you know what? To save everybody's life, I'm going to just do me right now. I'm going to focus on me. But if they come at me with any bullshit, I'm ready, right? Sevens in tarot are all about, they're very introspective cards. They're really a card of questing. They're very deep spiritual cards. I don't care if they're talking about wands and he's fighting. He's fighting for a cause that he knows to be true. He's standing up for himself, maybe something that he has not done ever or doesn't do often enough. I feel like you guys are going to be feeling really empowered by that. Seven of Swords. Yeah, so this is all pointing me in the direction of you guys are clearly coming to the realization that there have been people around you who you thought were in your corner, at the very least had a little smidgen of respect that you feel like have played you. But due to, the upgrades you're trying to do in your life and the better person you're trying to be, you're actually being really fucking cool about it. But that doesn't mean that you're not over there stewing. Doesn't mean that you're not over there mad. But I'm really proud of you. I feel like you are in many ways just putting things down. And as we put things down, old things, it opens up doors for new things, right? So we do love that. We do love that. Now, this person, I'm looking at, well, next row. Empress, World, Page of Pentacles. I really want to dissect this Empress because the fact that it's sitting underneath this Five of Wands for me, I don't know if this is someone that you're arguing with. It is a person that's in your environment. This is a Taurus, Libra energy, but it does not have to be. It's an energy of creation. It is the mother. It's the mother. It's the mother. Some of our, maybe you're arguing with somebody's mom. In-laws, maybe your man's mom, your girl's mom, maybe feels like a mother. It feels like this Empress is literally directly speaking to a mother. And the fact that again, that Five of Wands is around it. Yeah. The Lovers, Queen of Swords. You're going to be getting direct communication in about something. And you know what? This could have to do, okay, so for some of you, this could have to do with what all this chitter chatter behind your back is about. Like someone could be coming to your space, especially if it's a Libra, and exposing something. And I say especially if it's a Libra because you got the Queen of Swords and then you do have the Taurus Libra card, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. It could be air sign, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. It's about communication. Hermit card, that's Virgo energy, could be about a Virgo. You could be beefing with a Virgo girl. Ooh, or boy. Sorry, I'm not trying to leave the boys out. Just how I talk. The world. The world and the world to the worlds. Now this world just clarifying these other cards, but I feel like you guys are done with a certain cycle. Whoever these people who are betraying you, whether this is somebody's mama or not, this could be somebody that you nurtured. This could be somebody that you thought of like, you know, I don't know. I feel like this is someone, I feel like this is a hurtful situation because I feel like this is someone that there were close connections to in some type of a way. Either you nurtured them or they nurtured you. Either you lifted them up or they lifted you up. There's some type of close connection that makes this like fucked up in many ways. But it feels like with the World card, your cycle with them is done because, woo, secrets are being revealed. Things are coming up, honey. Yes. Four of Cups. You're not interested. You're not interested in these types of bonds. If these types of bonds are going to bring this type of mess, you're not interested. Again, going back to the vows that you guys made, the affirmations that you guys have been doing, the work that you've been doing, I feel like you just don't have time for these type of people to pull you under. But yeah, I do feel like the Empress card for many of you is almost coming in as like the messenger with that Queen of Swords clarifying. It's like that's the messenger telling you something. Could be with a Virgo. Could be with anybody. But what we loves is Page of Pentacles. Some of you guys have been thinking about doing some type of higher learning that's going to help your overall living situation. I think you guys are getting a lot of communication. Also, there's the thing about travel. Some of you guys might be traveling or have been looking into traveling because you also do have the Knight of Swords here. That's a traveling card to me. Might be looking into traveling in the future. I feel like there's something you guys are getting messages. You might be seeing a lot of synchronicities that are pointing you into a direction of something. So like, let's say if you're on the job hunt, I feel like you guys are getting synchronicities if you're paying attention that are going to kind of guide you in where you want to go. So that's cool. Page of Cups clarified by Five of Wands. I feel like you guys, I feel like someone's coming to try to talk to you, but I don't know that you're interested in that right now. You guys have, so Knight of Swords and Nine of Cups. Again, with this Knight of Swords energy, make sure you're watching your temper because the Knight of Swords can be an energy that's like, he goes off at the handle, right? Very impulsive, I'll fuck you up energy. But I feel like you guys are really rushing to your happiness. I don't know. Whatever this top row of like this Three of Swords twice, Five of Wands, Seven of Swords, Seven of Wands, Magician energy is, I feel like you're going away from it fast. And it's actually like you're chasing your own happiness. Yes. Page of Cups, clarifying Three of Cups. So you guys may meet somebody while you're out socializing with friends. I do see that. Actually, there's a lot with this Five of Wands. I feel like there's a lot of people around you that adore you right now. And then you've got Two Pages of Cups. There's definitely going to be a possibility of an offer of someone coming in. And again, that could have to do with this Two of Cups. You could be finding your union, meeting your match this month. So that's actually really exciting. I love this. I feel like you guys are totally elevating and letting go of old situations, old people that aren't serving you. Whether shit, sometimes it hurts and it's hard. Like nobody wants to have to do that, but I feel like you guys are really stepping up in that way. And I feel like with that, you're opening up the doors of opportunity for you. Opportunity that's going to be very heartfelt, feel very good, be very fun, lighthearted, but also bring you stability and something that can grow. So that's really, really good. Sometimes you got to clear out space to make new space. You know what I'm saying? So you guys got donations, tithing, and charitable work. Actually, Pisces just got this card. So if you are sitting on the cusp, I would definitely invite you to watch that. If not, then watch it anyway if you want to. So it says, give joyfully to the organizations and people who spiritually support and inspire you. And know that your generosity will be returned to you manyfold in miraculous ways. The time, supplies, money, or other resources you donate will ensure that your positive energy multipliers. We love this, right? So I was just telling Pisces, sometimes the best way to get out of our stuck energy is to do service to others because it makes us feel good, and it's good to be out. It's good to be, connected to people. It's good to be busy when you don't feel so great, or when you're feeling a little bummed. So maybe donating a little bit of your time to a good cause in your community, maybe that'll be what you need in order to kind of lift yourself out of this weird funk, which I don't really even feel like. Honestly, I feel like these people are a bump in the road. It's like you're looking at them like, that sucks, but girl, oh well. Like, nope. So it's actually okay. I think just disappointment at the end of the day. Now, love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. And an actual, action of you guys loving yourself first is walking away from these lower vibrational things. This is crazy. Summer's here. It's time to have fun. Be with people that, we can have fun, work and play, trust, all that with. And I just feel like you guys aren't having it. You guys see the light and it's above me now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really happy for you guys. This is a really good month. Actually, things are turning around. And again, each month I feel like I have a particular sign that I'm like championing for a little bit more because based off of like their last read, and y'all's last read was so heavy. I'm just so happy that this read is really good. Okay. Things are turning around and you guys are doing great. Okay. I love you and I'll talk to you later.